Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I am going to show you guys some of the books that I got in our local library. None of these books we bought. Our book barn was closed. I came 10 minutes before it was closed, so I couldn't buy any books, but excuse me. I will eventually go back and buy more, but these are all books that we took out of the library. We do have to return. So I only got 2 books for David, and the rest of them are for Monique, because David has a crazy amount of books in his bookshelf, so that's why I didn't get much, while Monique doesn't have many. If you guys follow my channel, you would know that I am absolutely, that's not the way that doesn't make sense. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of Arnold Loeb. I'm also a huge fan of Dr. Seuss, so that's why you see a lot of his books here. If you have watched previous library hauls, you would know that I got a lot of these books for David. But Monique now is in level 2, so that's why she's reading those. So let's get started. Let's start with David because he has only 2 books. Oh my god. That's my fault. I'm gonna end up having to pick that up. Okay, let's just start. So David is a huge fan of Fly Guy. I think he has read like every single book in the Fly Guy series. But for some reason, I felt that he didn't read this book yet. I may be wrong. I bet he did. But he's a big fan of the books. Excuse me. So I'm pretty sure that he will read it again, as well as Monique is becoming a really big fan of this series, so she'll read them for fun. This is not a mandatory reader. Because they like Fly Guy, I just decided to pick it up for them to read for fun. Okay, so if you guys know, David started reading chapter books, but I don't only have him read chapter books. I feel that's gonna overwhelm him. He's only in 1st grade. So, the way that we do it, let's say the chapter book takes him 5 days to complete. Then when he's done with that chapter books, then he has 5 days where he can either read nonfiction, fiction, poems, or fables. I added fables, obviously, today, as you guys can see. I got this book a long time ago when David was first starting to read level 2 books, because I thought that this book was really easy. I ended up opening it up, and it was not that easy. There was a lot of hard words, but now that David is actually a really good reader, he's able to read this with no problem or minimum help. So this is by Arnold Loeb, and I'll just show you some of the fables that includes inside, not this page. Okay, here are some of the fables that it includes inside that he'll be reading. He'll only be reading one a day, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll just zoom in a little bit. Okay, and I'll just show you some of the pages. So it's just like text and a picture. That's pretty much it. I feel like it's a good thing to mix it up and not only have a child read chapter books, you know, mix it up with different types of books. Okay, I'm going to end up having to pick up all the books that I let. Oh, how many did I? Oh, there's 2. Okay, 1 second. Okay. All right. Sorry, I have a lot of private information around here, so I don't want anybody to see. Okay, back to it. So now for Monique. Like I said, Monique does not have that many books, so that's why I got her a lot. And also, like I said, I'm a huge fan of Arnold Loeb when the child is starting to read level 2 books, or just, you know, to read. So yeah, let's get started. So I got her Mouse Soup, Owl at Home, Grasshopper on the Road, Frog and Toad Are Friends. She actually read Frog and Toad together. She finished it yesterday. And I also ordered from the library Frog and Toad All Year and Days with Frog and Toad. But we won't be getting them until the end of this week because you have to order it from other libraries. So she'll read all the Frog and Toad books. So I really like when books have multiple books inside. That's one of my favorite things. David read all the Frog and Toad books. The Treasury, that's how he read all the Frog and Toad. And I found this one. And this one is Adventures with Arnold Loeb, which is the author of the books. And this one includes Small Pig, Mouse Tales, and Uncle Elephant. I absolutely love Frog and Toad. Not Frog and Toad. Arnold Loeb books are so good. I remember reading them as a kid. Well, I never read these. I only read the Frog and Toad books. But I remember loving them. Okay, and like I said, I love when books have multiple books inside. Before I show you, Monique read this book. This is the Big Blue Book of Beginner Books. This has 6 books inside. So we have Go Dog Go. It's not easy being a I almost said money. It's not easy being a bunny. Are you my mother? The best nest. A fly went by and put me in the zoo. I absolutely love these books. They have, they're really, really colorful. So the reason why I get these Dr. Seuss books, she's definitely past this level of reading. Excuse me. But Monique struggles with her confidence and fluency. When she's transitioning to either a new level or to not chapter, because she hasn't read chapter books, but a new level, she really struggles with that. When she first started reading, so I always start when I'm teaching reading, giving the kids Bob books. And David went into Bob books all the way into level 1 books. Monique struggled with that. She went from Bob books to My First Readers, to then, what else did she go to? My First Readers. Then she went into Osborne books, which helped a lot. Osborne the Phonics books. She also went into the Dick and Jane books. Those helped a lot. And then finally, she went into the level 1 books. It took her many months to build that fluency and confidence in reading. And it's not I will say it's not like as bad as it was when we, before. But I still noticed that her fluency, her confidence is not that good. So now that we're reading level 2 books, and these are all level 2 books. So I got this book in our local thrift store, which is called Once Upon a Child. This cost me $3.50. The reason I'm telling you this is because I went to our Book Barn, which is kind of like a store in our library, which sells books for $1 down. And I bought this book for $1. So, these books are good. They help kids, with, at least for Monique, helps her with her confidence and her fluency, because obviously all the words are really easy, and it's really colorful, and Dr. Seuss, he loves to rhyme, so she read this one already. So, then when I went to our local Book Barn, I got the big red one. She has not started reading this one, but these are some of the stories. Stop That Ball, I Want to Be Somebody New, Sam and the Firefly, A Very Bad Bunny, The Diggiest Dog, and Rupert the Rose Horse. There he goes. Again, really, really colorful, really fun for kids. She'll read 1 story or 1 book a day. So, and then I ended up looking online to see if they had any more of this series, and they ended up having 5 more, but I couldn't get the orange one at my local library. Does not have that one, and they also have one for the Berenstain Bears, but the kids have never read the Berenstain Bears before, and I don't want to get the book if they haven't asked for it. When they ask to read Berenstain Bears, I'll get it for them. So we got here the Big Book of Beginner Books About Me. This book is really easy, not that hard, but again, this builds confidence and fluency with your child. So this one has the foot book, the eye book, the ear book, the knee book, the nose book, and the tooth book. Next we have the Big Green Book of Beginner Books, which includes I Am Not Going to Get Up Today, Wacky Wednesday, Would You Rather Be a Bullfrog, Maybe You Should Fly a Jet, Maybe You Should Be a Bet, I Wish I Had Duck Feet, and Great Day for Up. I love Dr. Seuss. I absolutely love Dr. Seuss. And then we have here the Big Aqua Book. We have The Cat in the Hat Comes Back. Oh, Say, Can You Say? And I really can't read that because it's really small. But it says, Oh, my brother, oh, my sister, these are terrible something twisters. There's a Walk It in My Pocket. New Tricks I Can Do. She really likes this guy. Please try to remember the first of October. And hand, finger, thumb. Again, really colorful. And when she sees this, she's going to be so excited because she absolutely loves this book. I want to collect the whole series. I only have 2 of them, so I'm going to keep my eyes out for the rest of these. The Big Purple Book of Beginner Books, which includes Big Dog, Little Dog, A Fish Out of Water, I'll Teach My Dogs 100 Words, and Snow, and Fred and Ted Go Camping, and Flap Your Wings. So those are, these two are not. Let me move these. These are all the books that I got in the library. Again, I didn't purchase any of these. We will be returning these, but hopefully I'll find this series. I also want to collect the Arnold Loeb series, so that's going to be something that I'm going to keep my eyes out for. But that's pretty much it. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about anything I mentioned in this video, let me know in the comments down below. I just want to say that when it comes to these books, the Dr. Seuss, she'll read 1 story a day, and there are 6 stories in each big book, as well as we'll split these stories, not these, like the Frog and Toad, she's not going to be able to just sit here and read the whole book. David will. She could. I'm not going to say she won't. She could if I tell her to, but I don't want to put that much pressure on her. So she'll read 1 story, because if you know anything about the Frog and Toad, they have multiple stories. I'll just show you. They have multiple stories, so she'll just read 1 story a day. And it doesn't matter if it takes us a long time to read all these books. We could renew these books in our library. But that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!